Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 and the alliance of two eagles, an alternative world where, in short, Japan declares on Germany over Vichy and Indochina. UK and Japan become allies with the Soviets to make the Trident Powers. Japan Pearl Harbors the US, causing the alliance of two eagles, aka USA Germany Axis. And that's where we join in 1942. And we're going to be playing as the US in the truly unholy alliance. Here is the current scenario. As you can see, we've got the Axis powers. Pretty much consists of everyone as normal except we throw the US. And then the Trident powers, which is everyone else essentially. So let's have a quick look at the faction. Trident and the Axis. There's quite a bit of red, I must be honest, on the map as well. So we definitely have our work cut out for us today. Let's have a little look at the focus tree then. So I believe it's sort of new, but using a lot of old stuff. So this all seems relatively simple at the top. And then we do have the little branch down here of Alliance of Two Eagles. So we have got some stuff in the Pacific with some events and decisions, so they are really emphasizing that they want you to take the whole of the Pacific rather than just beelining to Japan. We've got the declaration on the Soviet Union, so we're not actually at war with the Soviets yet, but that takes 600 days, and then we've got a few other decisions. But we'll start with the Alliance of Two Eagles for some war support. Do at least jump to where the US has got one hell of an economy going, so let's just go and spam meals basically everywhere. We'll just mill everywhere. I need some good fighters, so what I'm going to do is make my usual fighters with the heavy guns. We'll add best engines, and that will do. We'll do long range as well. We'll need that for the Pacific. Is there anything? No, I've got aluminium, so that's fine. We basically want to be making these because there is a lot of fighters we have, but they're pretty naff. So what I'm going to do is take all of our air, and we're going to basically delete it all. Everything. I don't want any of the existing stuff at the moment. And then what we're going to do is once this restocks, there we go, we are going to convert the 3,000 we've got into these quick better fighters, because we will be needing a lot of fighters, and I will show you why in a second. And just like my defense here, you will also need your own defense online, and that's where today's sponsor Surfshark can help. You can use the VPN to stay safe with online security and privacy, protect you against the dangers of using public Wi-Fi, getting much better deals online shopping, send and receive files securely, and my favourite, still have access to your most important websites while on holiday. No longer will you be locked out of your favourite binge series due to location. Surfshark comes with unlimited devices, 3,200 plus servers in 100 different countries, and 24/7 support. Surfshark also includes other products such as Surfshark Antivirus, Surfshark Alert, Surfshark Search, and Alternative ID. So make sure to click the link in the description and use my code KURT for an extra 4 months free. And they are so confident they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So make sure you stay safe online and go check out Surfshark today with the link. Our first direction is going to be Canada. So what they've done with Canada, which I like, is they've basically made a few little choke points so you don't have to man the whole front. So we've got a little province here, and then just the usual east and west coast side. So we'll get our majority on the east and try and take there. We will try and take Vancouver in the west, but we won't need too many divisions for that. They are running my usual 21. That's basically my go-to standard on single player. So we'll go with that 21. We don't want anything else. We will be needing some Marines, so we'll get some of them on the go as well. This is our main goal today. So why we need the fighters as well is we want to trigger the coup in the United Kingdom. So we essentially have to take all of their provinces in the Pacific. We need Bermuda, Gibraltar, Malta, and Suez Canal. And then we need to reduce their fighters and their ships, and then also deal with some casualties, and we'll trigger their coup. So that is our aim of today's run. So we're missing a little bit of equipment, but we'll soon get that out of our factories. We've got loads of fighters, loads of trains. We have got a bit of medium tank missing. What I'm going to do is just convert all my units to the lovely infantry I want, which actually improves our gun deficit, so that's good. We will get some MIOs on the go as well. For some reason our carriers don't have any naval bombers on them or fighters, and we don't have any, so we'll start making some, but at the moment I'll just remove them to the reserves because otherwise they're just floating targets. And we'll split the subs off as well, obviously, and start raiding the Japanese. So let's get him over. I don't really care about losing him, so let's just put him on all regions that aren't really terrible in the Pacific. We'll start just strangling the Trident powers in the Pacific. Just looking where we want to go next, so we can secure the Caribbean. We can't do Pacific because we need to take out Canada. So I might do War on Two Oceans, or no, let's do the Caribbean. We'll start conquering the Caribbean and we'll get some decisions and events for that. Canada is almost done. Yeah, just a couple more provinces and we should be sorted. That's them dealt with, and we'll control North America. There goes Canada, done and dusted. We'll just mop up these final little troops that are left here in the United Kingdom land. That'll be ours. And then we can focus on the Pacific and the Caribbean and moving on. So that's the first battle won. I'm going for the Caribbean next, but we're going to start a few little Pacific invasions as well, just ahead of time, because I know we've got a lot to conquer here, so many naval invasions we'll just get a little jump start on. Landing in the Bahamas, the Royal Navy decides to fight a battle, so we're going to be engaging the Royal Navy. The Bahamas just switched over to us before my Marines have actually landed, so I didn't realise that focus made that invasion pointless, but that's fine. That's one less job for me to do, even though I'd 90% done it. But we'll just continue on. We'll go for Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean that we can take under our control. With these focuses, you get these decisions now to basically conquer certain territories based on the focus. So the Caribbean one, we've basically got to claim all the Caribbean islands. If we don't, we get a major war support and stability and political power negative. And if we do it, the opposition gets it the same. So it's an incentive to do these, which I like, so we will be cracking on with these missions. Not at war with the Soviets yet, but the Germans seem to be taking a pummeling on their equipment. But we do have an amazing industry, so we will be helping the Germans out a lot. So we'll just start, we'll basically be lend-leasing entire armies worth of equipment to them. They don't have any convoys, so we will have to start mass-producing convoys to send to them as well. We will basically be bankrolling their war on the Soviets. More Pacific islands falling under us. They've got a few defenders, but it shouldn't be anything that our Marines can't really deal with. There might be occasionally a really secure island, but we'll eventually force our way in. Canada done though. I can now do focus on the Pacific, so we get some command power and some division attack bonus for 800 days in the Pacific, which is nice. So we'll definitely be making use of that. To protect the Atlantic, I'm going to mass produce cruisers and destroyers with sub detection and the old sub depth charges, and we'll just put them out of the Atlantic to stop anything we send to Germany from being raided. I assume the British there are going to try and sink all of our equipment we're sending to Germany, so we'll just stop that. Now got the Conquer Pacific Islands decision, so a few more islands, and then, well, actually all of Japanese and British possessions in the Pacific, and then they get humiliation in the Pacific, which is massive stability and war support negative. So we'll start smashing our way through Pacific. A lot for us to take. We do need to take Australia and New Zealand soon as well, so we'll just get a jump start on that. We've got 800 days for the Pacific one, so we'll start on New Zealand. A landing of New Zealand come just in time, because we do have the Conquer Australia now, so we'll get on with that afterwards. We'll use this as our staging ground, so our Marines are there. And we'll also just start by going straight for Australia as well. We've got 2 army divisions on their way over to conquer Australia and New Zealand. So we'll just use the Marines to create the landing. There is a couple of other provinces. I'm not sure if I need this one in the Pacific, but we're taking it anyway from the British. Their org is dropping, so that should be fine. I mean, it is green. Got a good amount of our new fighters, so let's go and start engaging the British. I only want these fighters in it though. I don't want it to be reinforced by the old crappy ones while they're still being equipped to the new ones. So we'll get as many of these over. We'll do the English Channel, and hopefully the British will choose to engage us and we can start dropping fighters from the sky. New Zealand is capped, so that is good. We did have a full army down there, so we'll use that. We might as well just naval invade with them, I suppose. We've got a beachhead up in Brisbane, but we'll hit Melbourne as well at the south, and we'll do a little double prong attack with our armies in Australia. So I can't join the German Soviet. I was wondering if I could trick it into letting me, but I need 62,000 political power due to our truces to join the war. So that's not happening. I can't justify it, and I can only do the 600-day focus, but we will continue lend-leasing the Germans, I suppose. Then every little helps. Australia invasion's going well, so we'll take our marines elsewhere now. We've got 2 full armies down in Australia, so we'll hit the Solomon Islands, which I need actually to do the Australia focus to give us a bit of a bonus. I'm going to create some CAS with basically unlimited range just to help out on our naval invasions in the Pacific. So can I afford... No, that's too much. So basically I've just gone drop tanks and 2,200 on CAS. I know I could do tactical bombers, but I'm just going to do this. There's not going to be anyone competing for the air, so I don't really need any defense or attack, and we'll just use them to help our naval invasions across the Pacific. Finally got enough naval supremacy to hit Suriname, so we will go and claim all of that lovely aluminium. Oh, Netherlands were there as well as their actual nation, so they are capped, and we'll use the aluminium for our fighters and new CAS, which we're going to be pumping out. I only got 56 days to do Australia, so we are a bit tight on time, but we're doing all right. Most of the victory points are on the east. A few more days and we will then start on the Dutch East Indies. Well, New Guinea first and then the Dutch East Indies. We'll keep supplying the Germans with as many guns as they like. We basically have unlimited guns. We don't need this many. Until we can join the war, there's not a lot we can do. So take basically guns and convoys galore. You're going to need them. Australia's done, so that's good. Just a few areas we need to mop up some leftover of their allies that are still there. So we'll just crush them and take the rest of it. And then we can move these onto the Dutch East Indies, these armies. Making good progress in the East Indies, so we'll grab all that rubber as well. That will definitely help in the fighter situation against the British, because they will essentially not be able to build any more fighters, and we can up our production for once. So we'll just start taking... I'm not sure if I need every little province, but we'll go island to island. That's fine. We'll do the hard work. We've got rubber now, so we can make more fighters. We are basically out of fighters, so much so that the British aren't really putting in much of resistance, but these will start churning out now. We've got better fighters on the go now, not converted ones. So we should start to see us getting some green air soon. We'll just let that roll. Meanwhile, we're just finishing off these last little Dutch East Indies bits. We've got 86 days to finish. That's fine. There's only a few more, and we'll obviously have to jump to the main island as well. Not part of the decision, but we'll go and grab Malaya anyway, just to 100% stop the rubber for the British. We'll take Singapore, naval invasion 7 days. We'll wait for that. Last bit of this island, that should be East Indies done. We've still got 30 days, so that's fine. We do have Bermuda Fortress, so we'll go get some Marines on the go as well over in the US, ready to take that. That is going to be a bit of a problem. I think they've got a load of forts there, and they man it pretty well, so we'll start convoy raiding around them just to starve them out of supply. In good progress in the Pacific, so a few more islands to take off Japan, and then we can probably hit the mainland. I didn't mean to press that, but never mind, we'll get the planning bonus. I don't know if you get that on naval invasions, but we'll... well, we won't find out because I won't know, but we'll continue pushing on. A few more islands. Now the question is, Bermuda, are you going to have... you have got divisions there. We have been convoy raiding. There's 11 divisions. Oh my god, they've got no supply. They disappeared. Wow, the convoy raiding did wonders there. There goes the Bermuda Fortress. That was a lot easier than I thought, actually. They did have 11 divisions, so there's another one done. We're just on the Pacific. Another 250 days. We are almost done, I think. Oh no, that was the last island. So conquer the islands is done. Axis victory in the Pacific Islands. We've added humiliation in the Pacific, which is massive dockyard stability, war support, and political power to basically all of the Trident factions. Lovely jubbly. Clearly, I don't need the Philippines back, but, you know, we'll take it back because it did belong to us. So we'll wipe the UK from there. That obviously doesn't count towards it. It might count towards the UK holding in the Pacific anyway. And we'll set up our Marines to jump over to Japan and see what they've got going on. Turns out they haven't got a lot going on, have they? Right, no one in Tokyo or the ports. We'll just fan out quickly. We'll move a couple of armies there and we'll just knock the Japanese out. And that'll be the Pacific basically dealt with, unless they can get some troops in here pretty quickly. It's going to be a walk in the park. And there goes Japan. Conquer of Japan. We'll take their equipment. Empire of Japan has capitulated. They've just got the land in China still. We basically own the Pacific. We've convoy raided the hell out of them, so the Pacific is ours. We'll now move our fleet over to the Atlantic, and we're going to start knocking out the Royal Navy next. We need them down to less than 80 ships, I believe, so we'll get them all around the channel and start making a big damage to the British. Yeah, so less than 80 ships, less than 1,200 fighters. The casualties are pretty easy to do. I think we've probably already done that. Let's have a little look at what they have got in terms of ships. Oh, so we've got 120 ships we need to knock out, and you know, over 1,000 fighters. Okay. Annoyingly, they are moving their fighters. They don't want to engage. There's a load, so we'll just engage over the UK. I might try and get it over the Channel because I think they have big radar over southern England, which will make a difference. So let's see if they'll engage me over the Channel again. They do keep running away from me, which is a good sign. Do need the Suez Canal. Luckily, the Italians have got naval supremacy in the Med, because I currently can't access it, obviously, with my ships, just my subs, because of Gibraltar and the Suez. So we'll jump into Alexandria when we can. Oh, wow, they've got a lot of divisions there. Okay, that is completely failed. 10 divisions couldn't land. That's unbelievable. And the Marines are chonky boys. I mean, why are 5 of them still in Bermuda? No. That'd be why. There wasn't 10. I didn't wait for him. Right, get over to Crete and you can join in. That'd be why. Navies are falling. That's Soviets. There's British. All just convoys. Not really what we want. A couple of cruisers. So we're starting to. We might have to get some naval bombers over Britain to hit them in the ports. We are intercepting. We've got one down in here, Brazil. That's not helpful. Get over to the English Channel and starve them out. Has this not got a port? I don't think it's got... How does it not have a port? That's ridiculous. No wonder they were starved. Why does Bermuda not have a port in it? Right, we'll have to wait till that build. That's why those 5 troops are... Yeah, they're encircled in there. Brilliant. That's why they haven't left. Well, we'll wait for that port to be built. We'll use our 5. We can hit Malta pretty easily. Bit of Cass over as well, so that should deal with them. We've got Cass in the Med doing some naval bombing as well, so hopefully we'll sink a few of their ships in the Mediterranean. We'll also hit Gibraltar, and then we can move our fleet in as well once we have that. So those Marines are on the way, so they can help out as well once they arrive. Gibraltar was actually really easy to take. I'm surprised by that, but okay, we got access to the Med now. We can invite Spain now that we own Gibraltar, so why could they not join before? They could just take Gibraltar themselves. It would have been far easier, but they have joined in on our war with us. Yeah, we're doing big damage to the RAF now, so they've got a few fighters left, but we are just doing massive casualties to no damage, so good job. Exchanging with them over Egypt as well while we push onto the Suez Canal. Hopefully we can knock out a few fighters before they, you know, retreat, because they are just running all over the shop trying to avoid us. How far are we now? Fighters are done. We just need 4 more ships to be sunk, and then that should be it. We've taken all the land. We've got the casualties. We own the Pacific. Just some ships going. Oh, 1 down, so 3 more to go. And there we go. The coup in the United Kingdom. They've suffered enough. Do we want to install Eisenhower as a leader or King George? We'll do King George, I suppose. We'll leave a little bit of security. White peace is out. We now gain... Oh, yeah, it's happened again, isn't it? No. Okay. We've got our puppet in the United Kingdom, but it's thrown us out of the Axis and put us at war with them. So we're just basically in a faction with no one, and we're against both the Trident powers and the Axis now, which isn't very good. I've spoke to the devs about this, and they say they are on fixing it. So hopefully when you come to play the mod, that doesn't happen. But that's the only goal I wanted. I've done the coup in England. That was the main one. So we've got a nice new UK puppet. I'll leave a link to the mod down below, so check it out yourselves. I really enjoy this one. I'll probably play it again as a different nation. So let me know who you want to play down as in the comments, or any other challenges you want me to do. Thanks for watching. Check it out, and peace out.